I think the most important and interesting thing about all of this support is we don't need Dark Magician support. What's going on, guys? Pegasus and the Wise Guys. I'm kidding. But we really don't need Dark Magician support, but we got some. And it comes in the form of Battle of Chaos, and all of these cards, including the field spell, which isn't going to be listed here, are all really, really interesting. All the cards are rather unique, to say the least. Illusion of Chaos is the card that absolutely is going to shatter the way the game used to be known. Even if you're not playing Dark Magician, being able to grab souls is going to be really, really interesting, as well as that Tamias card, which we'll also talk about, because it can impact Shaddolls, if I'm not mistaken. Make sure you correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. This is just kind of a first read, first messing around with the cards, and then going from there. This card specifically can grab Magician souls, and I just wanted to highlight that first before I do any kind of combos. This card literally is more copies of Magician souls, and if you play Preparation of Rites, this is a level 7, therefore you now have even more copies of Magician souls should you want to play the Ritual card. I feel like the Ritual card is a 3 of, but that's just the first time I'm really sitting down to look at the card. In this specific scenario, I just wanted to show the Eye of Tamias card, not the Eye of Tamias, the new Dragon Tamias card, because he helps you make Dragoon a hell of a lot easier, which kind of highlights they're not going to hit Dragoon, they're going to hit Verite Anaconda. I don't even think it's a question anymore, because they're going to want to sell these type of cards immediately after Bode, and these cards will come out maybe a month or two after that, if not shortened up because of all the stuff that's coming out. But being able to go into Dragoon without actually using any of these cards is stupid as hell. Just make sure you understand that. Now, the rest of these cards, I still feel like there's a place in the deck for each and every one of them, but I 100% believe that you don't actually need the Red Eyes fusion, which is interesting. You don't need the Magical Eyes fusion at all, but it does help to make a follow-up play, obviously, because it banishes from the graveyard. As far as getting into actual like combos, again, I wanted to show that Illusion of Chaos not only equals Magician Souls, but Magician's Rod, because Magician's Rod actually includes Dark Magician in its text. You get that. I'm glad we understand that. We've come to that understanding. Again, in this combo, we're pitching souls, but using the second effect, not the first effect, and that's to special summon back to Dark Magician. Then we're going to normal summon the Rod, and then from there, you're going to either, and I will be showing two different ones, you're either going to Ritual Summon or Fusion Summon. If you're going to Fusion Summon, this would be the preferred way to play, in my opinion. But, you know, it's just kind of me messing around with some stuff. But again, guys, this card takes 1 Dark Magician and 1 Chaos or Blackluster Soldier Ritual Monster. This is a Chaos Ritual Monster. Therefore, having this card playing into a board, this card specifically can special summon back a Dark Magician usually, or a light, you know, a light or a dark. It's going to special it back, right? And then from there, you can actually tribute a light and a dark, which is super duper easy in this deck, to be able to blow an opponent's board out by banishing everything. Now, obviously, that may be after a Dark Ruler or something. It's gonna specifically matter on whatever the meta is. This is the same exact combo. This is just literally showing that the Ritual monster actually might come up. Like, it actually might be used as an interruption. Now, it is specifically locked into only being able to interact with a monster effect on your opponent's turn and being able to negate it, and it doesn't negate and destroy. Make sure you understand that. However, if you had a card like Dark Magical Circle onto the field, after you return it to the hand and then specials out a Dark Magician, you would also have a negation and a banishment. Now, is that the most meta thing I've ever seen? No, not at all. But this definitely is a sneak towards Dark Magician being more and more prevalent as we go along. Not that we really even needed that, but hey, it is what it is. This time I'm highlighting the Tamias card. Again, one of the interesting new cards. This time we're going to add the Field Spell, which is another new card which wasn't listed at the start of the video. And in this specific one, this card specifically can help you to set Eternal Soul onto the field. And after you set the Eternal Soul onto the field, well, you're in business. Let's just call it what it is. As far as using souls the way that it's used in this deck, again, being able to get Dark Magicians directly out of your deck, the Tamias card can use the card on the field, which is why you have to use Magician's Rod, or you have to use the other card, or you have to use the Field Spell first to be able to make this. From there, you can actually use those two to go into the Dragon Knight, and then from there, you're using those two to make Verite Anaconda to make Dragoon. And because the Dragon Knight is actually a Dark Magician on the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon him back, therefore making your board kind of silly, if I do say so myself. Moving on into the deck profile, I really feel like this isn't an actual profile. I hate when I'm showing something new and then somebody goes on about the critique of the list. Literally, you have to mess around with stuff until you can find out how many of a card you need. I feel like Tamias may be a 1 of and maybe a 3 of. Hell, who knows? Maybe 2 may be the perfect number. I feel like a lot of this stuff is really, really interesting as far as, again, guys, if I'm not mistaken, the Tamias card can summon the Shaddolls because, well, they take a spellcaster, don't they? Not that all of them do, which it's going to be an interesting ruling. I'll just say that. The other thing I want to talk about is the incantations. They're light and dark, therefore triggering the fusion. But being able to actually get more into the ritual, even more than you already have, as well as the preparation of rites that I already mentioned, is definitely something to take into consideration, at least in my opinion, because the incantation and the chalice slime stuff is so powerful that it's definitely something you have to dig into. I'll probably do another video a little bit down the road. As far as which card, I feel like you still want to play either Palladium. I played Dark Magician in the past, you know, not very well. I've had a lot of friends in the Kansas City area that have actually played the deck, and they played very, very well. I don't feel like you specifically needed one, but I would pick one and put it in the deck. And I don't know what to think about Dark Magician Girl, but I 100% believe, I forgot about Crowley was in there. This was my past Dark Magician list. Crowley is no longer useful in my opinion, just because the spell books get in the way. And then I obviously wanted to touch a little bit on Ecclesia as well, but that just is what it is. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you sub, make sure you hit the bell. It's the quickest I can come up with some heater spice, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you going to pick up this stuff? Let me know, because Bold is going to be really good, and so is this. We'll see you next time. YG baby.